You're now listening to podcasts with Curtis Mack.
And your co-host Bessas.
What's going on, everybody? It's Curtis Mack in the studio. It's laid back, relaxed Curtis Mack in the studio. I just got out the hot tub, and I have a special guest co-host with me, Ben. What's going on, Ben?
What's up, guys? How we
Ben
doing?
Ben has his own videos that he does daily on Instagram. You'll check those out.
It's not daily. It's like I don't know. I didn't do one in like the past 2 days, so
Oh,
a promo for this would be like today's, but it'll
We,
probably be tomorrow.
we also have Bessas in the studio virtually. What's going on, Bessas?
What's good, guys? How you doing?
How you doing over there quarantining? You off the mic. You were saying pretty much you're the only one ever, to be quarantining.
I know. I'm saying now, yeah. I'm seeing people that have been social distancing. Normally, when you're not supposed to, they've been socially distant. I've been begging them like, "Yo, let's go to the bar." They're nowhere to be found. And then now all of a sudden, there's campfire powwows going around when we're all supposed to be inside. I'm a little confused. I think flabbergasted is the word, Curtis.
I think that's a perfect word for laid back. Curtis Mack, relaxed, agrees with flabbergasted. Ben, what do you think about that? Some people are social distancing right now. Some people aren't. What's the deal?
So, all right. So social distancing, staying home, like not going out to like markets and like places where there's gonna be a lot of people. I think I don't know. I saw a video of where was it? Friggin' I don't know, Brooklyn or something. And everyone's like out on the streets, like
Yeah.
they're you know, not in a big group, but they're at their house. They're distances away. Like I could show you the video. It's just like blasting music out the window, just having a good time. I mean, I think that's fine. I think that's probably what probably what you're talking about, Bess is right. Yeah.
I think Bess is talking about. People have been ducking his calls, and now that now that everyone's social distancing, you're supposed to be home, and now they're out partying and having campfires.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, it's like almost like a reverse psychology thing in a way where it's like they're told they can't go and do things, and now they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go do something.
Yes,
I'm just saying, like for people that you particularly know, and like they don't go out really ever. They've been hermit crabs for a while, and then now it's like they're told they can't, and they're out and about, and like I'm really trying to stay in because. Just because family members health things, you know what I mean? So course. I would love to go and drink by a fire or whatever, but like I don't, it's not worth the what could happen.
There's some people that are strict about the quarantine like you, and there's others that are strict for it, and then you're doing it for 14 days, and then there's other people that
counterproductive,
that are others that are still working or still doing this or still not social distancing, and then you quarantine yourself for X amount of time, and then you come in contact with somebody that hasn't even been quarantining themselves at all, and that whole time was a waste for you. So the longer these people are out and about and partying and not following the rules, the longer the majority is going to have to stay inside. It's crazy. I think if you're going to get it, you're going to get it.
And also what Ben was saying too, it's not like the people I'm talking about. It was like I think maximum 11 people around the fire or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm just making jokes of it, but
but I get what you're saying.
Also, it's like if damn, I'm getting notifications popping up on my screen. But if people are out and I'm in, it's just longer than I'm gonna have to be in because they gotta eventually stay. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I don't know.
But I saw a tweet. It was like I feel like we're in like third grade and we're losing a minute of recess every time the one kid won't stop talking.
Facts.
Yes, exactly. I have to get back to my life. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is really fucking screwing with a lot of my career stuff as an entertainer. I can't have groups of people going anywhere. So the more 10 people powwows we have, the more time I have to get back to the bag. So it's kind of frustrating for me, to be honest. So and plus not unhealthy, but like people in my family with other health risks and stuff.
Yeah, like pre-existing conditions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I have to be extremely cautious, like period.
And as is everybody, and as is the economy's taking a hit, and just people are being weird. Some people are realizing their successes, their failures. This is a great time to be present in everybody's mind. You're realizing where you are in life. Everything's catching up. Some people can handle it. Some people can't. Some people are going into debt because unemployment's not kicking in, and bills are coming. So And there's just a lot of stuff going on right now in the world. It's crazy. It's like horrible that we're talking about it. It's episode 11. We talked about it in episode 10 that it's still going in coronavirus, but we're still
Yeah.
in this pandemic.
It is, yeah. It's still happening. Yeah, I mean, but the longer that it's like not shut down, the longer it's going to be. It's just a waiting game too. I don't know. Like who knows? But we
Yeah.
shall see.
So what's new with you? You anything catch your click recently?
Um, hmm. I've just been going crazy on TikTok. You know, TikTok is like it's a new fun voiceover slash dance to video slash, if you haven't seen it, to like dancing. If you haven't seen TikTok yet, you're under a rock basically. But it's a fun thing that the kids are doing, and I see now a lot of other people are coming over, and I love it. Like the more action that's on there, the better. So like, go figure it out. It's not that complicated. Just go dive in head first.
My sister, she what was it? She posted on her IG story. She like made one. She said that the guy whose song was in her video, she like tagged him and he retweeted it on his Twitter.
That's awesome.
So it's like it's interesting. And I was like, I mean, I think the dances are simple enough. Like my sister fucking killed that shit.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
It's awesome that everything's available. Like all these voiceovers, all these little songs, everything's there, and you create the video, vertical edit, and then you can put it to any platform after you create it on TikTok. So why not use TikTok to create?
And Ben, to go off what you were saying, for me being a music artist myself, like the reason why he retweeted that is because he knows the power of TikTok right now for all musicians or anyone that really has content. Period. You know what I mean, because there's in your bio on TikTok, you can click right to Instagram, right to YouTube, and there's so many people viewing these things. So like that guy knows he's seeing K Camp go platinum off of TikTok dances. He sees these. Trevor, whoever the guy, Trevor Daniel, my life is on.
That was the dude, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He just blew up from TikTok. Of course, he's like so grateful. Like that's why I'm trying to figure out like, you know, how to get to do a dance to my songs. You know what I mean? Like because there's a lot of power in it right now, and it's young. And it's helpful for entertainment, for the entertainment business.
It's weird. It's like I haven't really talked about it too much. Like coworkers were like, they're like older than us, like Gen X? So it's like it's
Gen
weird.
Gen Z. Older than us. So you got boomers, Gen X, millennials.
Gen X. So like
Gen Y, one of them.
I think Gen Y is after us. Anyway, like so it's like they're like, yeah, like this is like a crazy platform. Like, what do you mean? Like every time I see it, it's just like a bunch of kids dancing. But I mean, I agree. I think it is powerful in that sense. Like it goes everywhere.
The shareability of it, because it's so compatible. It's so compatible with other because they're so like okay with you like sharing it to Snapchat, sharing it. There's a button for each thing to share it right too. So it has like a huge potential. And plus, there's just a lot of people on TikTok right now. There's just a lot of people on it. So
and from a marketing perspective, like a lot of the stuff on a lot of the content that like you create or we create on TikTok is snackable. That's a big word in marketing, is snackable. You want all your content to be snackable. All your one-liners to be snackable.
What do you mean by what does that mean?
Like you know how like all right, so you have consumers, right? Consumers buy things. Consumers consume content. They want to be fed content. Think of it in that sense. So you need to give them snackable content. They want to take it in bites. You can't give them this huge piece of it's 4 or 5 minute video. They want 7-second clips, 10-second clips. They want that's what TikTok is. 15 seconds, 30 seconds. And it's all compacted into one. It's got text on the screen. It's got voiceover. It's got music. It's got video. It's got organic raw content of somebody doing a video right by their couch. It's got everything that everybody wants right now.
Drop a bomb on them.
It's just my marketing perspective on it. But anyway, Ben. So let's go ahead. Bessas, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I was just gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Take us into your world. Bessas does little. We'll call his click. I do a little segment on tech talk, little technology, what's going on in that world. And you do a daily post. Tell us about that. What's going on there?
All right, so I don't know what made me want to do it. I was I can't remember. It was probably like late February. and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make a video, fucking post it, and I'm gonna just like
do it.
say whatever. And the intro video was pretty much that. It was just like, yeah, I'm gonna post these videos and it's gonna be whatever.
That's just kind of daily organic raw content, vertical video. And is it on your
Yeah,
story or your feed?
it's so I don't really like I know how to like post a video, but I don't know how to like market it on like social media really.
Mhm,
So I don't know like, oh, should I put it on my story? Like, whatever. I have a Snapchat for that. Like, you know what I mean?
mhm,
So I don't I have it as uh just like a video on my page,
mhm,
and then the long video for like IGTV,
mhm.
and that's it.
Okay, cool.
I don't
Yeah.
even put like any hashtags or
So
anything.
do you pre-record it on your phone and then post it?
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
smart. And then at that point, you could even go to your story on Snapchat, go to your story on IG, swipe up, and then just and post it. Or like after you post it on Instagram,
Hmm.
Instagram usually saves the 60-second version of whatever you post. You know,
Mm.
that
Yeah.
that way you could just share that version to whatever other story. Because stories are good too, Ben. A lot of people out there listening right now, you have people that are viewing your feed, but feeds are hindered by algorithms like crazy. A lot of people are viewing the stories. Best as tell them.
I would utilize the Snapchat swipe up because on Instagram you're going to need 10,000 followers for a swipe up feature, which is bogus.
Okay.
But on Snapchat you could do there's a little paperclip emoji or like button in the side.
Icon,
You hit
icon.
you hit that icon. Thank you, Curtis. And you hit that. You'd go to the URL that you want to post. So you take your IGTV post, put it right in there into your
In the
Snapchat, so
Snapchat,
that you
yeah,
can
Okay.
post
and
it.
then swipe up and go to it.
So when
Okay.
people are on your Snapchat and they're going through, they have an option to swipe up and go right to your main post wherever you're trying to really get
I see
it.
now.
And you can
That's
you
what I
can
would
just
do.
even just put like a 15-second clip on your Snapchat and just tease the
Say swipe up
IGTV.
for the full,
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you
swipe up
go.
for the full
Okay.
version or something.
Tech talk part two, bitches. So
Sorry, I was just saying. I'm just thinking because what you're saying is right, Curtis. The stories get seen more because of hindering algorithms
they
and stuff
really
like
do.
Hmm.
that.
Let me just let me
Yeah.
admit something
Get
right
get into
now.
stories.
Let
Talk
me
about it.
admit something right now. If a lot of people like video, right?
Yeah.
A lot of, and so sometimes the audio for the podcast doesn't get as many listens as it used to. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So when it doesn't,
Hmm.
I'll just take a little clip of the video and I'll say swipe up for the full interview and send them to the audio instead. I send them to the video as soon as it comes out, but maybe a day or two after, I'll say, "Did you check this out?"
Hmm.
And then use the video to promote it, and then send them all to the audio. That way, to get the audio, because just regardless, the Instagram, the video, or I mean, the Snapchat is really because where you do it. The Snapchat story
Hmm.
is where it's at. You can send them.
Because that's nice with the swipe up attachment feature that they have. That's not only limited to people with 10,000 followers. Like what the?
Facts.
That's stupid.
So Ben's got his everyday videos. I got the podcast popping. Bessas is doing his music thing. If you want to check out Bessas' stuff, go to bessasmusic.com. You can find me at curtismack.com. Bessas or Ben, where could they find you? What's your Instagram?
It's Ben 10 Castro, but it's Ben number 10 Castro.
Word.
I it's been that before, and I changed it to something. I changed it back, so it might change. I couldn't tell you.
Normally I would end it and say let's
I
bounce,
like.
but let's kick it a little. Let's chat. Anything? Did we miss anything? Is there anything anybody wants to talk about?
Uh,
Um, So
I was-
I was gonna talk to you about this before off camera. Might as well do it on camera. I just ordered this wireless microphone and wireless speaker, which I'm excited to get. It's so it's called the Samson 108W. Like it's like a portable speaker thing. And it's got a mixer right on the back of it. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna start doing maybe like some kind of like in studio performances to my songs. You know what I mean? Set up like a live set little thing, lights, and maybe set up the backdrop. Kurt,
hmm
do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
That sounds like a great idea, and you could put it all on bessasmusic.com.
Word, yeah, I'm excited for that. So that's pretty cool.
What about you, Ben? Anything new? Anything you want? Any other comments?
um,
Last thoughts?
last thoughts. I'm glad that the majority of people that I talk to are positive about the whole situation. Like
Mhm.
aside not following rules and going out and like going
Yeah.
to places all the time. Like that aside, like I think we could be a lot worse mentally, like as a whole, and I think
Hmm.
we're doing pretty well. So
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Some people like are saying, "Oh, I'm going crazy because of this," but really, they're not actually going crazy. People
You
use
just
the word
stir
crazy
crazy.
so loosely. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Stir crazy.
People got to get used to being able to be by themselves more. If you're really having that hard of a time being with yourself, then then maybe you got some things to change. That's all I can say. Like you should be able to find things to do with your time. And I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and if you can't, then maybe you should start thinking some other things.
Like I said, this isolation is bringing everybody very present with themselves.
Yeah.
And they're saying, "Oh shit, I don't like who I am." Or
Maybe
the things I do, or the things that are around me.
Yeah, I mean, like, what were you saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that hot tub. I'm just dying to like. That's the only thing I want to get out of quarantine for. I just want to go.
Listen,
jump into a hot tub.
This special topic, Curtis Mack's hot tub. I'm relaxed right now.
You sound like you're in the bubbles.
I'm in the bubbles. Your skin is so silky soft when you get out of there.
All right.
So
yeah,
so
man.
loose, you feel like a gummy worm.
That's good.
And it's like you don't want to get out, but you know you gotta get out because your skin's gonna get all pruny and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but the jets, oh my! If you have back pain or knee pain or anything like that, oh my god.
Yeah. Word.
And like to be honest, like we're all adults here. Make a mixed drink or two,
Oh yeah.
And then
coming out of the hot tub is like a thing that I know is a real thing. You have a couple of drinks in the hot tub and you stand up to get out and all of a sudden you're just like you feel like a gummy worm. You feel like a gummy worm. You're absolutely right, Curtis.
But anyway, but like you have the nice ice cold drink with the hot water. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
You feel like you're on vacation, bro. Straight up. I think, and just to tease, I think we're gonna get a hot tub at the crib.
Oh, there we go. Like I was just saying, you got plenty of room in the backyard. You got plans for that.
That's a vibe.
Yeah, just so you know, Bessas, the hot tub's at my mom's crib.
I know. I do my investigating. You know what I mean? I knew that.
He fucking Google mapped my house and shit.
I knew
that. Where the hell's this hot tub?
I knew that, but I was just saying. I was like, it's nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's cool though. No, anytime I see a hot tub, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, fast.
Hot tub's sweet.
It's great.
Yeah.
What's your best hot tub experience?
Oh man, a lot of them are pretty graphic, but I have a pretty good one. No, we were drinking all hours of the night. We'll say that. And we were drinking a lot of random bottles of wine and all, like just like in a liquor cabinet. Someone's, you know what I mean, just going through it, and all of a sudden, like a police officer comes around the side of the house. Oh no! Oh, hold on. Decline.
That's his
still
lawyer. That was Bessas' lawyer saying, "Do
no.
Yeah, like, yo, do not tell that story." And I don't even know how he was listening because this isn't live. You know some other shit.
That's good.
Long story short, cop comes around the corner and goes, "What are you guys doing?" And my buddy's like, "Oh," he was like getting out to get a cups or something. He had a bottle in his hand, and he's like, "We've been at it all night, officer." And he's like, "I know. You guys need to quiet down." And it was just hilarious, like how they came around. It was snowing out, like the whole nine.
All right, so I'm gonna tell my best hot tub story. It's not the best. It's just I guess the funniest.
Okay, yeah.
So like my parents, that we in my family, we have so many people in our family. We've gone through hot tubs because the use and abuse that happens with them.
Mm-hmm.
So at one point they've had six person hot tub, 4-person hot tub, 5-person, and at one point they bought a 2-person hot tub.
2-person hot tub.
2-person hot tub.
That's a tub.
It's a little tub, but it's outside.
It's like an old person tub where like you with the gate just lay in it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. All right, whatever. So I get in. Let's just say somebody else, so me and this other person get in the hot tub, like we're like
in your toboggan. You get
in this little bath outside, and in our little bird feeder bath, and it's not that hot, and we're like, and the jets aren't working. So I call my Dukes. I'm like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Oh yeah, it's really not set up yet." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
You guys are just sitting in like some lukewarm mosquito water.
Yeah.
That's gross.
All right, Ben, what's your best hot tub story?
All right. All right, so I don't know. I was trying to think this whole time. I was like, do I tell this one? There's
Do it.
people. I'm not gonna say who it
You
is.
don't have to.
Don't
I'm not
say
saying who it is. Uh,
Oh shit! He already goes into it.
All right.
uh,
It don't
I
matter,
didn't
yeah.
say whose name.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You better hope you got a lot of.
Oh, I do. I have.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You hear that, ladies?
So
Holler.
we all get in the fucking. We're all fucking hammered.
Yes.
Yes.
Classic.
And he's like, he was super wild back then. I mean, he probably still is. And he's like, fuck it, everyone's getting fucking naked. We're going to hot tub. I'm like, all right, let's fucking do it. Yeah. So it was like weird and awkward, but not at the same time. So like, we get in there and like fucking all of us strip and we get in. His girlfriend's fucking like thin as hell. I'm like, pretty fat. I was like,
Nice.
so they what was it? I don't know what happened here. So like, yeah, like
That's a good story, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get really too exciting.
Skinny dipping in the hot tub.
Yeah, we're already at pretty exciting right now with two naked.
And huge. Who was the fifth wheel?
His friend.
Was it a girl or a guy?
That was a guy.
Oh, God.
So like, yeah, that yeah,
No
yeah.
way, dude. Who is that guy? I wish I could.
So like,
yeah, what are
like
you doing? With
this
your
shit
right in
got,
the
this
fucking-
is where like got mad weird, and like, oh, dude, he was like, so
That's weird.
and I'll go in timeline. So like something like my buddy, like, I don't know if she got mad or he got mad. Somebody got mad and they're just fucking like storming out. I don't know if she got jealous or something because he was looking at my. I don't know. Who knows? And so they have a fucking huge fight, and so now it's just the three of us, and it's like, okay.
So dudes. So you and another dude near.
Yeah, and like nothing happened. Like we didn't or anything, but dude, it was mad weird. It just got.
Were you like hit the road, Jack, or you were like, yo, let's all.
I was like trying to
try.
for.
Did you give him a signal like, yo, like?
Yeah,
No, yeah, we were just like chilling there, like nothing fucking. And then like he's just like trying to like go on my girl. I'm like, no.
Whoa.
Dude. Not like super aggressive, but I'm like, all right, guy, like let's not do this.
What did he think? Did he like was under the impression that it was that type of party?
Maybe. And she was definitely giving vibes that she would have probably been down with it, but it was like,
that's why she.
Oh yeah, plenty of reasons, but
yeah, that's one of them.
she was like, oh yeah, like yeah, it was funny.
So the next question is, how many person hot tub was it? Because you had 5 people in it.
It was probably like 8 or so.
Oh,
it was pretty big. It was pretty big.
Yeah.
How about you, Bessas? How many person hot tub was it?
Well, it was I'm not going to say any names either, but you know the hot tub.
Probably about a 5 or 6.
It's like a 5 or 6, or it's gone now. It's gone. It's rest in peace.
Thank God.
Rest in peace.
We cremated
it out after all the. My story was like got cut off. My lawyer called and cut me off, but yeah, there was enough raunchiness that they just tied a chain around it and pulled it away with a freaking Chevy Cobalt. Just pulled the whole freaking.
Why is Chevy Cobalt?
Because that's what was pulling it. That's what pulled it.
Not a truck. Chevy Cobalt just dragging it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dragged it into pieces. You know, like you remember Bad Boys? I'm trying to paint a picture for Bad Boys 2, where the dog runs and and the pool pulls apart.
That's it.
I'm painting the picture for y'all.
There it is. Theater of the mind.
Chevy Cobalt, bright yellow.
And just imagine
Bessas, bright yellow.
Bessas with a rubber ducky floaty, just chilling,
Yes.
That's good.
And we'll end on that note. Thanks for coming out, Ben.
Yeah, no problem.
Joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Check out your videos, Ben. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah. All right. So like last thing, I got a couple of more people following me. I don't know if it's because of the videos or it's because of that fucking what was that I was doing earlier that I said I was like trolling the guy. I don't even do that. Like
let's get into that a little bit though.
So
Ben was trolling a little bit and got himself into some icky sticky.
I mean, it wasn't too bad. I wasn't commented. So like,
they went at his neck. They started going at his selfie videos, and it had nothing to do with this comment.
Yeah. So like,
that's the best when they click your profile and go to your profile picture, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well, your girlfriend's hideous.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, fuck. So it's like this coronavirus meme where a safe falls on a car, and the safe is labeled coronavirus, and the car that's smashed is like small businesses, and it's like coronavirus killed the small business, and the guy's
Yeah.
like, he's like, dude, that's not even funny. Like, small businesses aren't even gonna recover. Like, it's not even cool, bro. And me commenting to that, so there's like the thing called the joke police, like people was like tell you what is funny and what isn't. The guy's like, yo, it's not even like um what can I compare?
Captain Obvious. You're saying like something like that? What do you?
No, I'm trying to think of a meme or something like I want to say anyway, joke police. People that think they know what is funny, what is
Like
right, what
someone
is
about the
wrong,
Holocaust,
what
they would
is
comment and say this
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
funny.
something really bad.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
where we're
yeah,
at with here. So this is top sergeant of the joke police.
yeah, yeah. So like
State
he's
trooper, joke police, John.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen worse than this guy, but he was still like, "Yo, bro," like, he's like, I mean, which sure, there's a care for something like that, but it was like, there's a meme that's like, "Wow, man, like that's crazy," but I don't remember who asked you. Like, I don't know who asked you
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and I said that I was like, that's crazy, bro, and I made it like look super sarcastic with several like fucking exclamations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like, but I don't know who asked you that, and he didn't respond, but like a minute later, like probably not even a minute, some guy posted, he was like, just being a fucking dick for no reason, like go make more selfie videos. I'm like, all right, man, like, okay. And so I was like, how can I be clever? I was like,
Thanks for giving me more views.
no, I said something first. Now that I say, but yeah, I was like, uh yeah, something like that, and I put like a little like kissy face emoji, and then he
Nothing gets
commented,
people more mad
"Oh
than that.
no, that was right." I was like, "Oh, good one, good one." And his response to that was, he was like, "Okay, go play more Animal Crossing," like because I mentioned it in one of my videos, like I'm playing on my Switch. He's like, "Go play more Animal Crossing." Like,
Yo, they're
what a
going at his
fucking
neck, bro.
diss!
They're
So,
going at his
so
neck.
What a
basically,
diss!
like he's a fan because he clearly watched all your
He
videos.
watched. He had to go like 3 away. It
He's,
wasn't
pu-
the first
he's
one.
pulling
Actually, no, it
doc-
was the last one. But still,
he's pulling information from your videos and trying
like,
to use it to burn you. It's like,
yeah,
bro,
he's
you're
like,
watching my videos.
2 minutes and 31 seconds in on your fucking third video, you're a fucking loser.
Animal Crossing, bro. Animal Crossing.
I was like, "Oh, thanks for watching my videos."
Yeah.
And then after like it was a while, like
Annoying though. I find that so annoying. People are just okay. They're okay with certain things being funny, and they're just not okay with other things being funny. It's like you have to be. If comedy is like a way where it's got to be everything is fair game, or like what? There's no rules. Who's that guy that the guy that dated Ariana Grande or some shit? Man, what's Pete Davidson?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He has mad dark humor about his dad. You know what I mean? But like some people just think you can't joke about something because it pertains to them or something that's emotional for them. But it's like
yeah.
everything's got to be funny, or else you're just limiting funny. You know what I mean? You got to be able to
Exactly.
make everything humorous, or else what are we doing? That's the
And
whole
like,
idea of comedy.
and you have to understand, like everybody has like their own sense of humor. Like obviously, I'm not gonna find something you find funny. Like we're
Yeah,
not gonna find the same thing funny all the time.
that's
Like
fine. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, exactly.
That's why I love The Office, if you really think about it, because Michael Scott, like, he's like, hey, this and that, your brother died.
yeah.
But like he goes there.
Yeah.
He fucking goes there, like he's like, haha,
He sends it.
how are you gonna pay for that?
Yeah. I'm gonna pay for that. Damn.
And like you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, well, just somebody's gotta say it.
And how many people watch The Office with
Everybody.
that kind of humor?
But like,
Like,
and you're like, oh my god, and they say that type of shit in the workplace too.
They were saying,
oh yeah.
They were saying like, remember they're like, why don't they bring it back? And Steve Carell was like, he's like, I don't know if it would work this day and era, how sensitive everybody is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was.
He's like,
foul.
I don't even think it would work. I don't think it's possible.
He was very explicit on that show.
Yeah.
Because you could if they tried to redo it, it would be so much of a watered down bad version of the original because you just can't. People are just crybabies. Someone's like asking me to go live with them now and pissing me off. That's what was happened before too.
Gotcha.
Cutting
Yeah,
me
but
off.
I feel like they'd even if they put out a new version, which they're going to. Supposedly, Space Force is supposed to be the new version, like a spin-off
I've never.
that's supposed to come
Hmm.
out.
Oh yeah, like where they're all in a spaceship or something like
Yeah,
that.
and it's like supposed to be a parody of Donald Trump's Space Force's
Yeah,
version of
yeah,
those,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, SpaceX.
or some shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that should be funny.
Hilarious.
But who knows?
All those shits are so funny. Like Galaxy Quest was hilarious. That movie with Tim Allen. Like I love all those spoofy space things, like Spaceballs. That shit was
Oh
hilarious.
damn,
too.
Spaceballs
Yeah,
good.
that's
So
a little
funny.
weird. That's a little weird to me. I like Biodome. Remember that movie?
No, I've never
Well,
seen-
that's a little weird to me.
There you go.
How about that? Fuck Biodome. How you feel about that?
You like
Do you
Spaceballs?
remember Pauly Shore? Dude, come on.
Oh God, that's
Damn, that guy.
Hell yeah.
What is he
What the
doing
fuck happened
nowadays?
to him? Pauly Shore for
Are
president.
we just dropping like weird ass people that were famous at a point? How about freaking who's Polly Shore? Remember the guy that did the voice for Iago, the guy that always yells?
Oh, fucking Gilbert Gottfried or Gottlieb or whatever.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh
Guy's
my
like
God.
squinting all the time.
Yes.
I remember there was a guy. Like what the?
How about Danny DeVito?
He's
Yeah,
around. He does
Always
stuff.
Sunny.
He's pretty consistent.
Yeah,
All right, so check this out. Check this out. All right, so let's talk Tiger King, everybody.
Oh,
Talk
here
Tiger
we go.
King.
Tiger
Yo, that
King.
shit is crazy.
Oh, everybody loves Tiger
Yo,
King.
all right, Carol Baskin. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just
Carol
saying.
So I have no idea what
Carol
any of this
Baskin.
means. Like, I didn't get into it. I haven't watched or anything. I just know everyone's like, oh, fucking
I'm just
Tiger
saying
King.
that I would love to have met Don Lewis.
Who?
That's all.
Who?
And
Don Lewis was Carol Baskin's husband, right?
and supposedly
She fed him to the Tigers.
He fed him to the Tigers. It's not confirmed, and they didn't prove anything. But the Netflix series leads us to believe that she did.
She probably did. I don't know.
That's some crazy suspense. She's like the only way a tiger would even think about consuming a human body is if it's covered in sardine oil.
Yo, and she knew that, and that was
haunted.
later. That was later in the interview. Not only was,
everyone's like, wait, what?
and yo, and not only that, like later she like described, she's like, and yeah, and like tiger stomachs like have acid that can deteriorate bones.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, she's just
okay.
Did anybody hear that shit?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Tiger King, fucking watch it, yo. Joe Exotic for fucking mayor.
Was it like? Is it one movie or is it episodes or?
Man,
It's like 6 episodes.
It's weird, bro. It's like watching a circus or something. It's like watching a freaking carnival. I don't even know how to explain
I
it.
like
It's
it.
like roadies. It's like a bunch of roadies, meth head, weird. It's crazy. It's pretty.
You know why I like it? Because it goes to show everybody that during the early 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, there were people that were doing selfie videos and getting famous and doing these marketing schemes and trying to do these organic blow up, videos before cell phones were out, before iPhones. They were doing it on VHSs. You saw Joe Exotic. He filmed everything,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
I like that. It just goes to show you that people were trying even before smartphones. So all you Gen Zers out there, like, you're fucking lucky to have all this shit, because there was people out there trying to get famous that couldn't. And now it took till 2020 for this guy to be in jail for somebody to find his footage to put it out.
His crazy ass story,
from the 90s. So
Yeah.
And another thing, you don't have to be famous to be rich, and you don't have to be a celebrity to be rich.
And you don't have to be rich if you're a celebrity. You can be famous and broke as shit too. There's plenty of people.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And I love that you pointed that out.
Because I know plenty of people that you would think like they could be. They're in a little apartment in fucking shitville. So, but anyway, Tiger King. That's like an insane thing that like we always talked about that, like cavemen, people were carving on walls. Everyone's trying to like leave, some kind of legacy, maybe, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people are. And like he was trying to do it even back with the camera on the shoulder.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I get what you mean, Kurt. Like it's like now it's so easy for us to do it. People back in the day were like,
how much money?
Walls
yes.
Like,
how much money you think he spent on a camera, guys, and footage and VHSs and this and that, dude? That guy was a fucking whack job, dude. Joe Exotic was a whack job.
He has like eyebrow piercings that like didn't age well that are like under his
Yeah,
eye
yeah, yeah.
almost.
I know what you're talking about.
He's got like he's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, oh my
like
god.
the cartilage.
And they're just it's like hanging like it's almost like pierced gill at this time. It's just like oh my god.
This I see what you're talking. Yeah, the skin's like it's
Yeah,
peeled
like so
down,
he has
so
an
it's
eyebrow piercing and it's just like his
like,
whole eye like this because he just got saggy eyes. So
oh, that's nasty.
it's
Oh
pretty
man.
funny.
Ugh.
Yeah,
It's
that was
gross.
nuts. Yo, there's another trending movie right now that's called The Platform.
The
The
platform.
the subtitles are totally off, and it was once in Spanish and I guess converted to English, so the fucking even the mouthing is off. But I
Yeah,
just dealt with it because the premise of the show is insane.
yeah,
And basically, it's this vertical jail that's over 200 floors. You get locked up instead of going to like a mental institution. It's like a basically death row.
hmm
And what's your favorite meal? The chef makes it, and they put everyone's favorite meal because there's over 200 inmates, 200 floors. One, two persons each floor, so 400 inmates. And this platform goes to each level, and you're supposed to only eat what you're portioned. But that's not what happens. On level 1, they're just eating everything. Level 2, and by the time it gets to level 3, 4, everyone's pissing on it, and fucking people are still eating it, and it gets to level 78 and people are eating the bones and people are stabbing each other and killing each other and shit.
the fuck.
The craziest fucking movie, dude.
I saw the trailer for that.
I was
one night.
like,
I was started freaking out. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can-
I watched that by myself like a psychopath, and I think I'm smarter and I feel better about myself.
Was it like gory and all that?
What?
Was it like super gory or?
It's super gory. It's fucked up. It's fucked.
No, yeah, it was like lots of people like crouching, like
It's like, yeah, imagine
freaking-
Danny,
and, like,
imagine like
eating
Danny
food, like,
DeVito, yeah,
it
like
was nasty.
a zombie version
Just
of Danny
like
DeVito.
it's
I
like
think
stomach turning, like just like people in like cells, like eating food off the ground and
And
shit.
like,
Ugh.
yeah, they're like while their inmate their roommates are sleeping, he's like cutting his leg and like pulling his thigh fucking muscles
Very
out,
Saw.
chewing on his thigh and shit.
what
Yeah,
the
like
fuck?
Saw.
What
Yeah.
is this on?
Netflix is called The Platform.
What the
Check
fuck?
it out.
Yeah, Netflix is bugging since this quarantine happened. Like Disney Plus dropped Frozen 2, which was a power move, but Netflix has just been like out of nowhere. Like
Yeah,
no one knows
everyone.
what that is. That's totally original content. We got to give a round of applause for Netflix on like original content nowadays because everything is so redone in the second or
That
like
was so good. That was.
it
So
was
good.
just it's just a totally new. I love the documentary. Like keep docs coming.
We all have pretty intricate minds, and when it comes to like screenwriting and the things we've all been through, any one of us in our crew, any one of the viewers, I guarantee that's anybody that's in contact with me or in my network, we've all experienced enough and have enough knowledge to at least write a book, write a screenplay, give some recommendations on something to document something because we all have been through something. You know what I'm saying? And it should be documented. That's why I do
Yeah.
the podcast. This isn't much, it's not much. It's just us talking, but there's ideas and maybe someone's inspired by this,
Mhm.
But like,
Yep,
there's stuff that we've
exactly.
all been through. There's stuff that we've all been through that can be written or created or turned into something like a movie, a novel, or a comic, or anything that can be turned into something else. But
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, for sure. Like life experiences turned into art or like content or whatever. For sure.
facts. All right, let's end it there, boys. Thanks for coming in, Ben. Once again, how can they
Yep.
contact you?
Instagram's Ben10 Castro. Yeah, that's really it.
All right, Bessas, thanks for virtually chiming in. How can they get in contact with you?
On Instagram, Bessas Music, or go to bessasmusic.com.
And this is Curtis Mack, your host. Thanks for coming in, Ben. Thanks for coming in, Bessas. CurtisMack.com. You can catch everything there. Stay healthy, everybody. And shout out to all the first responders and everybody on the front line.
Yeah, for real.
Everyone will agree with
Nurses, yeah, shout out.
that. All right, peace out.
You've been listening to podcasts
With Curtis Mack
and your co-host Bessas.